Hello children, good morning to all of you. Welcome back in physics class, and today we are going to start the topic laws of liquid pressure, because we have started the chapter pressure in fluids. In this chapter we have completed thrust, pressure. Today we are going to study something more. So see children, what are the laws of liquid pressure? Children, we know that liquid has tendency to flow. That is why it is kept in container. Liquid is kept in container. Now, the law says that if we increase the depth, then pressure also increases. Suppose this is the point A and here the pressure is P1. This is the point B where the pressure is P2. You can see that from the surface, height of A is less than the height of B2. Can you see this? From the surface, the depth of point A is less than depth of point B. So first law says that pressure at B will be equal to pressure at A. This is the first law of pressure. In the fluid, in any liquid, as we go in deep, means as depth increases, the pressure also increases. Understood? Second law says that at a particular horizontal plane in a liquid, the pressure is same in all the direction. The pressure is same in all the direction at the same horizontal level. Suppose you take any other point. Suppose you take this horizontal level. At this horizontal level, the pressure in all direction, will be equal. At the same horizontal, the pressure is same in all the direction. Understood? This is the second law. See here. First point is pressure increases with the increase in depth. That is the first I told. In a stationary liquid, pressure is same at all points in a horizontal plane. This is the second I told you. Third is pressure is same in all direction about a point in liquid. Suppose that you are taking a point. At this particular point, the pressure will be same in all the direction. Whatever direction you take, upward, downward, right hand side, left hand side, in every direction at a particular point, the pressure will be same. This is the third law of liquid pressure. Now fourth says that if you take two different liquids which density is different, then at the same depth, the pressure will be different. Suppose that you are taking one liquid which density is rho, okay, at a particular height. At this height h, you are measuring the pressure which is P. This is another liquid which density is D. Then at the same height, the pressure will be different, because the density is different. Okay, density, as the density increases, the pressure also decreases. What is the relation here? If density increases, then pressure also increases. And the last law is a liquid seeks its own level. The liquid always tries to maintain its horizontal level. Okay, so these are the laws of liquid pressure. Now you have to study some consequences of liquid pressure. Some consequences means some application. See the first one. Wall dam is thicker at bottom. Yes children. Since as depth increases, the pressure increases. That is why the bottom of the dam is thicker than the upper portion. As we go in deep, then the size of the dam increases. Okay, because what is the reason? The reason is the pressure increases with increase in depth. Understood? Second one, water supply tank is placed high. You have studied the relation P is equal to rho Hg. That means with increase in height, the pressure also increases. That is why the water tank is kept high, so that pressure can be high and water supply can be proper in all the places or in all the taps. Understood? Why the tank is kept at high? To find high pressure, so that water supply can be proper. Size of gas bubbles in water. Yes children, if you notice the bubbles at the bottom, its size is small. But when the bubbles come upward to the surface of water, its size increases. The reason is same. At the depth means if the depth is more, then pressure is more. So at the bottom of the liquid, pressure is high. That is why the size of the liquid is small. But as the bubbles come up, the depth decreases, and due to decrease in depth, the pressure also decreases, and that is why the size of bubbles increases. Understood? Now we are going to see Pascal law. Do you know what is the Pascal law? Pascal law says that if the pressure is applied in a liquid anywhere, then that pressure is equally distributed in all the directions throughout the liquid. Okay, see, this is the Pascal law. The pressure exerted anywhere in a liquid is transmitted equally and undiminished. The amount of pressure is not decreased anywhere. Just like see here, if from here the pressure is applied, if this piston is pushed down, then the pressure is applied on the liquid. That pressure is equally distributed here, at this place, and at this place. This is the practical demonstration that has been given. Okay, in a flask there are 4 different types of pipes have been joined, and by pushing the piston it is seen that the same amount of water height rises. Okay, the level of water or level of the liquid rises at the same height, which is the proof that the same pressure is applied in all the directions. Okay, now we will see some numericals. Okay children, now see the numericals. The first numerical is a hammer exerts a force of 1.5 Newton on each of the 2 nails A and B. There are 2 nails A and B. On nail A also 1.5 Newton force is applied. On B also 1.5 Newton force is applied. The area of cross section of tip of nail A is 2 mm square, while that of nail B is 6 mm square. Then calculate the pressure on each nail in Pascal. Now see here. Children, whenever you are solving the numerical, first note down the given things. Here, force means thrust is given 1.5 Newton. Area of nail A is given 2 mm square, and area of nail B is given 6 mm square. You have to find the answer in Pascal, which is the SI unit. So here also convert millimeter square into meter square. Do you know in 1 millimeter how much meter is there? 1 millimeter is equal to 10 to the power minus 3 meter. Understood? 1 millimeter is equal to 10 to the power minus 3 meter. So here it will be 10 to the power minus 3 whole square meter square. Okay, because it is millimeter square. That is why 10 to the power minus 3 square meter square. Okay, same here also. 6 into, if you have confusion then you can write in this way also. 1 millimeter is equal to 10 to the power minus 3 meter and whole square, so whole square. Okay, so it will be 6 into 10 to the power minus 6 meter square, and this is 2 into 10 to the power minus 6 meter square. Okay, now find out pressure on A. First you have to find pressure on A. We know the formula. Pressure is equal to thrust upon area. Okay, Newton per meter square. Now solve and get your answer. 2 dividing 1.5, it is 0.75 into 10 to the power 6 Pascal. That can be written as 7.5 into 10 to the power 5 Pascal. By the same way you can find the pressure on B. It is 1.5 upon 6 into Newton per meter square. Solve. When 6 dividing 1.5, 0.25 into 10 to the power 6 Pascal, that can be written as 2.5 into 10 to the power 5 Pascal. Okay. Now see the second question. The area of base of a cylindrical vessel is 300 centimeter square. There is a cylindrical vessel which area is 300. Now water is equal to, this is the density of water. Water density is 1000 kilogram per meter cube, is poured into it up to a depth of 6 centimeter. Then calculate pressure. See here. The given point is area. 300 centimeter square means 300 into 10 to the power minus 2. That means 300 into 10 to the power minus 4 means 3 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter square. This is the area given. Density means rho. This is given 1000 kilogram per meter cube, and you have to find pressure. And one more thing is given, depth. Depth is given 6 centimeter means 6 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. These points have been given. Okay, so first you have to find pressure. Pressure means H rho G. This is the formula. H is given, rho is given, value of G is also given 10. Value of G is also 10 meter per second square. Just put the value and calculate it. 6 into 10 to the power minus 2 is the depth. Rho is 1000, G is 10. By solving this, 6 into 100, that means 600 Pascal is the pressure. Okay, 1000 into 10 is 10 to the power 4. 10 to the power 4 into 10 to the power minus 2 is 10 to the power 2, that means 100. Okay, now see the second part. In the second part you have to find thrust. Thrust means pressure into area. Pressure you have found 600 Pascal and area is given 3 into 10 to the power minus 2. So 600 into 3 into 10 to the power minus 2. 10 to the power minus 2 and this 100 are cancelling each other. 6 into 3 is 18. That means 18 Newton is the thrust. Okay. Now note down these questions. Now see the third question, children. A simple U-tube contains mercury to the same level in both of its arms. If water is poured to a height of 13.6 cm in one arm, how much will be the rise in mercury level in the other arm? Given density of mercury is this and density of water is this. See, I have drawn the diagram for you. Suppose this is the U-shaped tube in which this is the mercury till here. Till here the mercury is filled. Now when the 13.6 centimeter of water is poured in it, then it will apply the pressure on the mercury, and then the rise of, then there will be some rise of mercury level or not in the other arm. Suppose this is H centimeter. In the starting the mercury level was same, but when the water is poured in one tube, then in other tube the mercury will rise because water will apply some pressure on it. So suppose that the mercury rises by H centimeter. Let the mercury rises by H centimeter. Very clearly you can think that the pressure applied by the water, on the mercury will be equal to the pressure applied by the mercury here. To rise this mercury, the mercury will apply the pressure, and here water will apply the pressure on this mercury. That means simply you can think that pressure applied on the mercury will be equal to pressure applied by water. Okay, and what will be the pressure applied by mercury? It will be H rho G, and pressure applied by the water will be, this will also be H rho G, but here density will be of water, here density will be of mercury. Here the height of water, here the height of mercury. Height of mercury we have to find. Density of mercury is given 13.6 into 10 to the power 3. G from both the sides are cancelling each other. Height of water is 13.6 centimeter. It is divided by 100. Otherwise don't divide it because already we have taken H in centimeter. Okay. Now this water density is 10 to the power 3. Is this understood? H is in centimeter, then here height of water is in centimeter. Density is kilogram per meter cube. Here also density is per meter, kilogram per meter cube. G are cancelling each other. So height of mercury will be equal to 13.6 into 10 to the power 3 upon 13.6 into 10 to the power 3. That means 1 centimeter. Is this understood? The rise in mercury will be of 1 centimeter. Children, for today this much is over. In the next class we will solve some more questions. Okay.